Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is Kenzen and Crese here, and this is the MMO Showcase. And as you are seeing, I am going through the different races for Star Trek Online. I am actually playing on the Federation side. When you first start playing, you have to hit, I think, level 8 on the Fedi side to unlock the Klingons. Now, one thing that you just noticed, I picked Human, and now I'm actually going in and customizing in detail. Whenever you go to make your character, you get all of these options to change. The first option was the head option. You can change the size of the head. Right now I'm changing the stomach because, well, I want to be Scotty from the original series of Enterprise. And then you can sit there, go to the outfits. I have a lot of outfits unlocked because I play this game a lot, and I bought this game back when it was pay to play. But now it is free to play. And with being free to play, there's a lot of microtransactions, which is what you can do to get the outfits. So, with that being said, when you pick an outfit in here, you have to actually pay for it if you don't already have it. If you have it, it'll have a little orange or yellow circle with a green check mark on it. And now that we're done making our character, we're going to go do the first mission, which I think I skipped the tutorial and I ended up on Earth Space Dock. With that being said, I am sorry. I didn't know they had that option in here. So we're actually running to the Admiral's office, and we're going to talk to him. Now, I will also state that there are 3 classes: engineering, science, and tactical. The best on ground, I think, in my opinion, is engineering, because you can get turrets and whatnot. But at the same time, if you like to be stealth, that's what tactical is, or you like using grenades, that's what tactical is. You get these little things that, like I just equipped, which is your kit that gives you different abilities for the ground. With that also being said, there is a special thing going on in those hollow suites right in front of me. Don't forget to go to them, check them out. You might be surprised, you only got until tomorrow to do it. And right now I'm just checking my map to see what else I have to do. And really, there's nothing else down here. And besides, I have to go get my officer. That is the last thing I have to do in here. And, well, that's the other big part of this video is, besides the mission, you get to customize your officer, which is what I am looking for right now, which I think I found it. So, you get to also pick in the beginning, what do you want? Tactical, engineering, or science officer. You get to pick one of them. And each one has its own skill. Each one is its own race. And you also get to pick a reward for completing that mission. Each mission you do has rewards. And you can customize your characters the same way you customize yours. That is the big thing that I like about this game, and really about any of the Cryptic Games, is how much you can customize. They just blown everything out of the water. And, well, the customization part on Star Trek Online. There you see all of those different numbers after each thing. That is how you know if you have to buy something. And you see those other ones that also have circles on the side that don't have numbers next to it. Those are the ones I have. Most of those I didn't pay for because I got them when I got the original game. I got a crap load of stuff when I got the original game. So, you know, with that being said, we get to go to the fun part, which is really playing in your ship. You're about ready to see the other thing I got when pre-ordering the game, which is the original Enterprise, which you can buy in the C-store. And once you buy it, each new character you get gets it. And the thing I'm doing right now is, well, playing with the power settings. You can do that yourself, when you look at the next little thing next to your shields that I'm playing with, and as you saw, I clicked on the 5th option. It brings up 1, 2, or 3. You click 3, and you lock the one you don't want to move, then you move the other ones, and constantly do that until you get it set up how you want. I'm just showing you what the ship looked like. It does give you the numbers on top of the ship. When you start a mission, it starts it like a show. That's the one new thing they added to the game. Because really, they made this game kind of cinematical when it comes to your missions. There are cutscenes now like this one. And then, well, it just makes it look better. Because when you used to do this, you jump into it, and you had ships between you and that ship. They didn't really jump in, they were just there. And you had to fight them, move along. But now they're trying to, I think, differentiate themselves really from the more WoW style MMOs. Because that, in my opinion, is what they are doing. It just took them a little bit to do it. And now here is combat. If you look at the weapons that my mouse was currently hovering over, you have arcs for both of them. You have one phaser array up front, which is pretty much the front half of your ship, and it reaches around to about the middle of your ship. So when you fly sideways around something, both of your beams, like right now, are firing. So when you're playing a cruiser and you're using phaser arrays, that is the way I suggest you play. That is the way I play. If anybody that's watching, you can explain to me how to play cruisers a little bit better, please go ahead and put in there. Because I truly am used to playing, well, tactical ships, more escorts based. Because another thing that you need to compare with now and what the game used to be, when you used to play, tactical officers got buffed for using escorts. You had to put points in that, and the type of ship you wanted to use, but tacticals also got a standard, well, I guess buff or bonus for using the escort ships, because that is what they were meant to use, and now really it doesn't matter. I have not seen or heard anybody tell me it otherwise, so they completely took that out, so you don't have to worry about that. But this first mission is rather easy. It's just taking care of a couple ships. After you knock out their shields, you can beam on board their ship. Now, I will point out that you do have a toolbar. Your toolbar does make the game feel a little wowish, but at the same time, with the weapons, what I forgot to mention is you can make them auto-fire. When you have a weapon you want to auto-fire, just right-click on it. You'll have a green bar around it like you see on my screen, and that'll make it auto-fire. I will say be careful, because the more you have auto-fire, the more power drain you have on your weapons, so you have to make sure you're able, I guess, to have your weapons, have power, because if your weapon power hits 0, you're kind of screwed. And what I'm also doing is the other thing they added is ship interiors. You can go around your entire ship, and on some missions you have to leave your ship via the transporter bay, instead of just getting beamed over from the, outside view into this view. Now, this part of the game is pretty fun. I like the space combat the most, but this one is pretty fun since they updated it. There is now a over the top, or it's a little to the side camera view, and with that view you can play in like a shooter style role. So what that really means is 1, 2, and 3 on your keyboard ends up being left mouse button and right mouse button and middle mouse button. Your melee ends up being your middle mouse button, but you can still use 1, 2, 3. It just helps keep the camera, easier to control, I guess you would say. Now, I will also state you can bring down the red shirts, as you see behind me. for your ground crew if you don't have bridge officers. Once you get enough bridge officers, though, you can have a set of bridge officers for space, a set of bridge officers for ground, and just keep it that way. That's what I do on my main character. So, always make sure you build your crew to how you play. Make sure that you go and replace the skills that they have if you don't like them. Make sure they have ones that you do like. And this is another little mini game you have to match up the lines with to get loot for crafting. They are found all over, well, everywhere. And, well, as you just saw, I actually just equipped a new weapon. You will find weapons as you go along. You can buy weapons as well from certain shops. If you want a bat lift, you go to DS9. DS9 is an amazing place, but be careful, you can get lost. And in this mission, you pretty much are just, running to point A to point B, fighting a group of people, deactivating the console, walking past the trap so you don't die instantly, and saving people and running back. That is what you're doing. Now, if you haven't noticed, the weapon I'm using has a second, or a different attack than normal. That attack is why you equip new weapons, because each kind of rifle will have its own style of gameplay. And you want to find the one that best suits you. I personally like using dual pistols because you'll have a quicker attack. Yeah, it's going to be a little weaker, but you can take an area down quickly. And I also like using the rifle that I currently have. There's another kind of rifle or heavy weapon that I like, I just don't use it that much. Mainly because it's, never in my inventory. That's mainly why. Also, when you lock onto a target, you can hit the Y button on the keyboard. And as you saw a couple seconds ago, you had 1, 2, 3, and 4, and Roman numerals next to those people. That is how you tell your bridge crew to attack them. You can also put in on the floor when you're not playing in shooter mode like I am currently, which I just saw I was. But this is the camera for shooter mode, by the way. But you can control your bridge crew and tell them to go where you want to go. You can activate their special abilities, which is the icons after their name, and they will use them. So you have a lot of control over everything. And it's pretty nice. And pretty much this whole mission, you just get back to here. Little cutscene takes place telling her to beam out. You gotta go beam out. And you get to fight some more ships, which is always the thing I love. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave you with the very last part of this mission. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like, favorite, share, and comment. And also, if you want us to continue playing an MMO, you have to let us know in the comments. And if you already are playing the MMO and you want to get us to play with you, post your name in the comments. I know in Star Trek you got to post @ and then your name. So that's the name I want, not just your character name, because then I won't probably be able to find you. So please give me your cryptic name, I think it is. And, let me know. Peace out, everybody.